So as you know, the second public beta of this whole new generation of MPC OS was released to the users, and now we can look at the new features. I will start with a track mute fix, as they call it on the internet, but actually we know this from day one, because firstly it was cut from the first public beta, but now it returned. So I have this simple loop of 4 bars. And I can copy it to a new sequence. We will call it just sequence number 4. Do it. Okay. They're identical now. But I have not only the drums and the sample, I also have this plugin. And for example, for the live performance, so to say, I want to have this sequence without this plugin and switch to the next with this sound. So now when we go to track menu, we go to our sequence 3, which is my number 1. Let's say I don't want this synthesizer playing already, let's say it will be intro, but I want it to start playing in the next sequence. So let's look at it now. It plays with muted plugin. I hit next, and listen what will happen next. You can hear that it started playing. So if it's next sequence and next sequence, we can build up our track, muting and unmuting some parts of the song, which is basically absolutely not a new function. But if it's not working, check this gear icon. It should be this first check track mute state per sequence. And you also should check this menu preferences. In the menu sequencer, there is also track mute state per sequence right here. So you can click here or on the menu right there. It's still one and the same function. The second feature is really brand new because it didn't exist in the previous versions of MPC. But although I think it doesn't bring us really a brand new experience in workflow. Anyway, let me show you. We have this drum break and I could chop this by threshold, for example. I press shift, convert, and right here I need to find new audio track from samples. And you can say that it's going to be warped or unwarped. Let's keep it unwarped for now. And how many bars? I really don't like counting bars before I make something. It puts some limitations on me, but let's listen to it again. Okay, so obviously 1 bar. Why do I need this information in the beginning? It's so killing the creative workflow. Okay, I press do it, and if I look at my track arranger, for example, I have this new audio track with sliced samples as I slice them in the sample edit. And let me just mute my drums that I recorded before. Of course, I can go into this track edit, I can select it, I can duplicate, make sure that it's on the grid perfectly fine. I can duplicate it as well. Again, make sure that it aligns with the grid. It's very difficult. You know, I really don't like this workflow with audio tracks, but for demonstration purposes, I really show you how it's difficult to move around and fiddle with it. Okay, so how many amused and fascinated bloggers of MPC say on the internet that this is such a revolutionary function, but let's study it calmly. Okay, like you can go to 85, for example. And let's make it solo. It doesn't sound bad, you know? And obviously when we go higher in terms of BPM, it doesn't affect us at all. Good, but what's next? What's coming next? I cannot access it, I cannot play it, and MPC is made for playing drums. And I really don't understand the fuss about this new function because it doesn't bring me joy. This is so much better, playing the drums with your fingers, with these fantastic pads. But okay, they bring us some new functions, it's good. Maybe for someone it's a useful feature. For me, not so much, but it exists now. Okay, so there are some things that exist. For example, the arranger, it exists, and this new feature, it exists. I cannot stress the fact how much I appreciate this shift select all. This is really the best function for me. I'm not joking. But this feature, it's here. It's maybe somebody will use it. Those people who are coming from FL Studio, from Ableton, they do not like pressing pads. They like writing songs with mouse. I think in some new update we will actually receive a mouse being plugged in and recognized by this MPC system, but it is what it is. So this is the update. They still didn't fix the program and track issue. I will address it in another video. Stay tuned for the new public beta version, for the official version. I will definitely make a review on them.